and a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Howdy, everybody. Welcome back. It's time once again for News of the Squared. Crazy, wacky news stories maybe you heard of, maybe you didn't. But hey, let's just come on in, have a laugh, sit on down, have a chuckle. Ivan, unfortunately, is not here. He's our personal laugh track. But unfortunately, he's not able to attend this week. But he'll be back next week. So with me, here's Jeff.
Yeah, we need like an intern to do the laugh track. That's what we need.
Yeah, I need a laugh track button, like they got on WandaVision.
Or we just need to I put Ivan on a loop for a laugh track and then just play it when
Yeah, what?
Yeah. What? Yeah, that's my favorite part. Is sometimes Ivan hasn't seen the articles on the site, so it's always amusing because it's like, what? It's like, Ivan, didn't you look at the... Oh, okay. But it is amusing that way. So, it's funny. You and I were talking about this. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of stuff about Jews this week, but that's just me. We'll get to some of that. There's one in particular, obviously not funny, yet funny. But we'll get there. Okay, so you want to start us off, or should I?
I shall start this one here. I posted this one. These crazy stories can be found on our Squares Roundtable Facebook page. That's facebook.com/SOTRT podcast. This one from CNN. Mm-hmm. And the freaking pop-up is in my way. Oklahoma lawmaker proposes a bill that calls for the creation of a Bigfoot hunting season.
Of course.
So, okay. Oklahoma State Representative Justin Humphrey, the man behind the Bigfoot hunting bill, he introduced the bill to the Oklahoma legislature earlier this month. That's last month. The bill reads that the hunting season would be regulated by the Oklahoma Wildlife Conservation Commission, which would set annual dates along with specific hunting licenses and fees. A lot of people don't believe in Bigfoot, but a lot of people do, Humphrey said in a news release.
Odd.
He suggested that creating a hunting season for the creature could help draw in tourists. Then they can shoot themselves, which I'd add to that. Tourism
I was going to say...
Oh, God.
No, I was going to say, that's exactly what we don't want to have happen.
Tourism is one of the biggest attractions we may have in my house district, Humphrey said. Establishing an actual hunting season and issuing licenses for people who want to hunt Bigfoot will just draw more people to our already beautiful part of the state. It will be a great way for people to enjoy our area and to have some fun. Shooting at each other. I added that last part. In the town of Honobia, Oklahoma, already have an annual Bigfoot festival each October. So Humphrey said he is hoping hunting season could coincide with the celebration.
Okay.
In addition, Humphrey hopes to secure at least $25,000 that can be used as a bounty for the first person to trap the creature. Huh. Okay.
So that ends the question I was going to have, which is, you get a whole bunch of people from around the area and pay them a whole bunch of money and let them pretend to be Bigfoot or Sasquatch and let people that scene in Maverick where they send them out to shoot Indians and Indians and it's Mel Gibson and he real sick and you can't shoot him, you have to hit him with the bow and arrow and the bow and arrow stinks and then the guy wants to shoot him with a gun so he gets another $5,000 out of him or something like that to shoot with the gun, and he practically almost gets killed. I keep feeling like that's kind of what happens here. Is okay, who wants to make a cool $15 an hour? Wee. What could possibly go wrong? Oh shit, they think I'm Bigfoot. They're gonna shoot me. That kind of thing. I just feel like
this is not a good idea on so many levels.
First of all, it's a great idea if you're drunk enough.
The existence of Bigfoot has not yet been proven. And it's kind of dangerous, I think, just to be hunting a Bigfoot guy in a... I follow Sack Squatch on Facebook. It's a guy in a Bigfoot costume, and he plays the saxophone. Okay, it's a guilty pleasure of mine, and he's a damn good saxophone player for a first guy in a Sasquatch costume. And I hope he doesn't travel to Oklahoma this fall, where Mr. Humphrey wants to have an open season. Be very quiet.
Yeah. How, is it does the Sasquatch, does the Bigfoot become? Is that the big red furry guy in the Warner Brothers cartoons with the tennis shoes?
No, I think he's a monster, like one of the monsters.
Well, but he could be Bigfoot, because then you could like do a whole like bit where it's like rabbit season, duck season, Bigfoot season,
Bigfoot season, Wabbit season,
Bigfoot season, Wabbit season, Wabbit season,
fire,
Bigfoot season. I said it's Bigfoot season. It's definitely Bigfoot season. Okay.
Bigfoot season, indeed.
Maybe it was duck season.
Next story. What you got?
What do we got? Well, again, these are stories you can all find on the Squares of the Roundtable Facebook page. There's all kinds of crazy stuff here.
Put memes and shit on there.
Yeah, put memes. We got weird, wacky news. We got geek news in terms of gaming and all kinds of interesting stuff. Like, for example, here's one for Stormtroopers where they're going to play darts later and they can't even hit the side of the board.
Right, because I get it, because Stormtroopers can't aim. Unless they're aiming for Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, and then they're pretty damn good.
Yeah. Yeah. unless when
the plot calls for it, they can aim.
Yeah, exactly. Ben Kenobi says they're good, so.
Only Imperial Stormtroopers can be so precise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always the joke, isn't it? So this one is actually, it's more of a meme graphic that I'm looking at. From Lake St. Clair. Okay, with ice, which ice is forming on lakes. Some are asking how thick it needs to be to go out on one, and then they kind of give you a guide about the size. So if it's less than 2 inches thick, you can see the visual of this on our page. If it's less than 2 inches thick, then you should stay off. And if you're at the 4 or 5 level, snow machines can go on it.
And you can safely ice fish. Yeah.
Yeah. So snow machines can go on it at about 5 feet. Small trucks and cars, anywhere from 8 to 15. I guess this is feet or inches.
It's in inches, yeah. 8 to 15 inches. Yeah. Thickness of the ice.
Here's where it gets interesting. So a semi-truck is about 36 to 40. And, of course, if you need to have an all-terrain armored transport, better known as an ATA, an AT-AT, you need 60 inches
it's good
of
to know.
Snow.
5 inches, 5 feet of snow, 5 feet of frozen ice, then you can safely put your Imperial Walker on the lake.
Yep, and then if we want Godzilla, it better be 100.
100 inches for your average Godzilla monster.
Yep.
It's good to know. See, we're passing knowledge on to you.
Oh,
the more you learn.
Yeah, well, you need that thing to go do, and then goes flying by. But yeah, like I said, I'm looking at this. It's like big, gigantic Godzilla is like 100 inches thick. It's like, because we all have our personal AT or our AT-ATs just sitting around, or a semi truck. But yeah, it's certainly be careful out there and be aware.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got? Okay. Here, this will work. Our next actual story is that you and 8 of your friends can rent an entire castle for $59 a night.
$59 US?
That's what
Sign
it says.
me
so
the
far.
fuck up.
If you want to get a memorable, unique getaway, however, the home away have listed the castle that is hard to beat at about $450 a night. You can rent the entire castle of Stock, England. I'm gonna do this wrong. Tawstock castle was built. I want to say born, but built in the 18th century, not medieval times.
Oh.
It was built by. But do you have soda at medieval times? That's all that really matters. It was built by Sir Bruce Ray. And
Ray who? Ray Skywalker.
No, not that Ray. The castle sleeps 8, features a 35-foot main hall, a kitchen, a study, 4 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms are en suite. The other 2 bedrooms are located in the tower. Lovely. 360 degree view. Looking out from the roof terrace and the tower overall. So that explains why I eventually wanted that back. But when they want that back. But yeah, so you can apparently you can land your helicopter.
They got a helicopter, a castle with a helicopter pad.
Yep, apparently so.
Nice.
So it harkens back to the old days. Although they have wood-burning fireplaces and 42-inch TVs. So go figure that.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to stay in this castle if it doesn't have a 42-inch television.
So your kids' worries are at ease. They won't have to rough it like the medieval times, since the castle comes with a TV with PlayStation 3.
Oh, a PS3! Wow.
And also, there is also a modern football table and DVD player.
Oh, whoa.
Well, you get the idea. So,
table, yeah.
Yeah, you get the idea. There's quite a bit to do.
So it's kind of like a bed and breakfast, but it's like...
No pets, though. Not even my dragon, apparently. My dragon. That sounds kinky. I don't care. It's still my dragon. But, you know. All right, so yeah, so $59. $59 a night. You can...
That's that's obviously $475 divided by 8. That's $60 a person per night. That's an awesome deal.
Yeah.
Also, as long as we can do like some jousting or some shit, some sword playing. It's like those people who dress up in cardboard costumes. They do cardboard. Yeah. They make cardboard armor and swords and shit.
God.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I want to stay in this castle.
In some ways, there's a part of me going, good for them. At least they're not going to hurt anybody like the other ones when they pull it out. I was like, haha. What? Wait, what? Oh, jeez.
It's for less. It's over $60 a person, man. I want it. I think. Thinks I need to. Yeah.
Imagine LARPing there.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. I want to be the paladin.
It's not even that. Like, I'm trying to be a vampire. You know. Yeah,
fucking Bram Stoker shit, man.
Yeah. I mean, we used to joke when, the first time, Gen Con came down to Indy. The people in Indy,
they didn't know what they were in for.
Right. So, I said to him, because I had lived down there for a bit. I'm like, I don't think people realize exactly what they're in for. I'm like, I swear, I told the people for Gen Con, I said, I swear, I'm positive I'm going to see somebody on the news being, he was doing like this, and I was making a hand signal that makes it look like he's playing in the game of Vampire. It's like, he was doing this and acting all weird, so I shot him.
Maybe you thought he was Sasquatch.
Yeah, but I mean, but the point being is, so there's levels.
So yeah, they can go to England and rent a castle, or is it a castle? They say castle over there, not castle.
Frankenberry with a castle.
Oh, get it! Hey, is there a White Castle near here? It's White Castle.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Oh, it's White Castle.
Into my castle. Next story is from NBC Chicago. Kraft launches a pink macaroni and cheese for Valentine's Day.
God.
That tastes like candy, and I almost threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Yeah.
There are lots of foods that pair together perfectly to spark a little romance. Spaghetti meatballs, for instance, chocolate and strawberries, too. Kraft's Valentine's Day concoction, on the other hand, sparks confusion. While macaroni merges with cheese most harmoniously, Kraft decided to add on a third wheel for February 14th, candy. Pink candy. And no, the candy is not for dessert. On last Wednesday, Kraft Heinz announced a contest to give out free kits of the latest limited-time mac and cheese. The box of original mac and cheese will be joined by a packet of pink candy-flavored powder to mix into one's cheesy dinner. According to the brand, the mix will turn the noodles a bright magenta color rather than the familiar orange, or yellowish orange, depends on who you talk to. So what makes the powder pink? It's crushed up conversation hearts. Oh, you mean like that chalky candy shit? Like the ones that say like "Be mine" and all that. Oh god, those taste like eating like blackboard chalk. It's a special dust from Cupid's arrow. Actually, it's, according to Kraft Heinz spokesperson, a vibrant pink hue. Comes from beetroot and carrot concentrates. As for what makes it taste like candy, the extra packet of powder contains fructose, natural flavors, and vanilla extract.
I was going with alcohol. Lots and lots of alcohol.
Yeah. No.
No.
It looks like someone's eating just like pink. It looks like ground beef at the butcher shop. It looks gross, like raw ground beef. That's what it looks like in the bowl. No, thank you. Nope. Feed that to Sasquatch, and you can eat that in your castle. But nope, nobody, nope.
Hey, if you were able to be in your castle and you can eat your pink stuff like cheese. You can, then really in reality, you'd be able to have an amenity that apparently Joss Whedon was not allowed to have when creating Vision for the Epic Avengers movies, which is that he wanted Vision to have a penis.
Okay. Trying to pull a Dr. Manhattan? Is that what we're doing?
I guess so.
It's like, come on. You're selling toys to kids, and you want to put a penis on the robot, dude? Come on, dude.
Well, I hate to say this. Will it sell more?
It depends on which store you go to, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well. Yeah, no.
Paul Bettany be all like, oh yeah, we're going to kill off the Jarvis character. Oh, that's bad news. The good news is you're going to be a robot. And I was like, oh, cool, great. All right, let's show us your dick. What?
Yeah.
Joss Whedon, you wacky guy, you.
Yeah, well, like I said. Yeah, they wanted to have a penis on it, so there you go. Go figure.
Yeah. Good thing that didn't happen.
Yeah, now that's something to hunt for. Bigfoot season. Penis season.
Yeah.
Wait,
Look
what?
for Vision's penis.
Right. Well, at least he shouldn't have any problems.
That's right. You rent your castle, he can fight for the honor of Vision's penis.
Yes. That might have to be the new battle cry. For the honor of the penis! Yeah. So, yeah. I'm trying to see what else we got here. We had the honor of the penis. We have Vision. We've had about your roundtable stories that you got that you have here. Trying to see what else we got. Looky here. Here comes the Florida man.
Yay, Florida man! He's our hero here on. We can't have a News of the Squared without at least one Florida man.
Yeah, so let's see. What do we got here? Where'd it go? Florida man. Come on. Where do we go? There he is. Florida man. So there is a Florida man accused of trying to steal horses and riding them home. Of course it is. Florida man is behind bars after deputies say he tried to free the horses from a local ranch. God. The horses were being re-corralled, and the owner took deputies. They saw the man coming, driving the owner's truck, and according to all that, and according to the sheriff's office, so it looks like they were loaded for buck.
Born free.
Yeah. Or human. One of the owners was able to stop. But yeah, you get the idea. So apparently, in Florida, you can steal horses. You can try to steal horses and run them home. I don't know why.
Hide them in your castle that you rented.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's that. So there's that. And I'm looking to see what else we got.
This one from comicsbeat.com. Deadpool's got his own cookbook.
Perfect.
An exclusive recipe. Does Deadpool eat foods besides chimichangas? The shocking answer is yes, at least according to Cooking with Deadpool, a new book from Inside Editions. Over 100 pages, we get nearly 60 actual recipes that actual humans could potentially prepare and eat. But when you think about it, as a debonair mercenary about town, you'd need some kitchen skills beyond opening a can of beans. Although Deadpool can certainly open a can of beans and would even share that knowledge with others, even a young child. Hence the whole book of cookery. As written by frequent Deadpool translator Mark Surumak and recipe writer Elena Craig, we learn that Pool likes on his burgers, not pickles, how to bake a delicious ham, and even the secret to Aunt May's wheat cakes. When I first heard the phrase Deadpool cookbook, I thought it would be roadkill and mold. But no, you'll actually learn how to cook Brussels sprouts and maybe a little about knives. Because Deadpool loves knives, and yes, several variations on chimichangas and other man cave staples. There's a page about something called Just the Tips, Choosing a Knife. Great. Here's one, the stabby meat sticks, which is like kind of kebabs, but they calls them stabby meat sticks. Here's one, small bites for big mouths. It's like looks like a salsa kind of dip. And, of course, it has little captions and little drawings of Deadpool in it. Inside Editions is known for their genre cookbooks. Previously, they published a Walking Dead cookbook. It was an oxymoron. And a Game of Thrones cookbook, poison not included. So, poking around Deadpool's kitchen is a natural next step. Although there are nuggets of Deadpool philosophy and comic book jokes to be found here, this is a real cookbook with instructions on how to prepare edible food and lots of mouth-watering photographs. And back in the real world, most of us have had to learn to cook on our own food during lockdown. So, yeah, cookbooks. Cooking with Deadpool goes on sale next week, or you can order it online, and there's a link to bookshop.org, and the hardcover looks like it ships. Starts shipping on the 2nd of February. Hardcover novel through bookshop.org is $27.59. Normal price $30. It's okay.
No.
144 pages. Hardcover. There you go. Deadpool has a cookbook. The Merc with a mouth. You got to put something in that mouth. If you know what I mean.
I was going to say.
You know what I mean.
I got a lot of thoughts on what to put there, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to look and see what else we got. We got a lot of cool stuff. It's just a matter of what's hot right now.
Someone made a Lego sitting Mittens Bernie Sanders. Mm-hmm. So there was a video on TikTok. Somebody took the picture of the Mittens Bernie Sanders from Biden's inauguration and made him a little Lego figure. So good on that. I saw the CNN article with someone made it almost like within like 2 days after the photo went viral. Someone made a crocheted little Mittens Bernie. You know what? And we haven't talked at all about GameStop. this week.
Yeah, well,
The whole Reddit GameStop thing, man. It's like,
well, I'm convinced part of it is because I haven't gotten access to the space laser yet. I still haven't gotten access to the space laser. Honestly, and look, yes, that woman is asinine. I won't name her by name. I won't even go that far. And the only reason why a bunch of us are really laughing at the whole concept is because it's just so far-fetched and dumb that it's like people's reactions are like, okay, this is just too funny and stupid.
It's like, is this an Onion article? Nope.
Yeah, seriously. It's like it should be. I mean, my first reaction is, we have a space laser? Can I use it, like, to, I don't know, blow up Tom Brady? Or Lambeau Field certainly won't exist ever
Yeah,
again.
Lambeau Field, yeah, that'd be your, if you had access to the space laser, sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking the only reason that they will not give me any access to any of this, and this is just me, I'm just guessing, is I'm I'm just guessing that they have thoughts and they have issues. Like, I'm trying to find one now where something I wanted to look at. It was here. Archaeologists identify traces of burnt cannabis in an ancient Jewish shrine.
Hey!
Maybe that's why we're not allowed to use a space laser.
Time to toke up. The rabbi says it's okay to toke up.
Yeah, it's kosher. It's not a lot of work. And of course, the Smithsonian has decided this is the time it doesn't want to help me. This is from the Smithsonian magazine. Archaeologists identify traces of burnt cannabis in an ancient Jewish shrine. The new researchers suggest the mind-altering substance may have been widely used in the ritual practices of the Kingdom of Judah. Well, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. I don't know. Maybe they should rent someplace instead of for $59.99 or something like that. Yeah. No, I keep laughing because apparently there's cannabis that we're linked to, and then I saw something else that we're somebody's open. What was it? This is from a couple years ago, though, in fairness. Where's the one from a couple years ago, Mike? Do you know which one I was talking about?
What's that?
The one article. Oh, here it is. It's from 2019. The kosher sex store that sells in Tel Aviv, that sells spice for marriages.
Well, okay.
I bet she sells
spreading the light of Judaism without shame.
Yeah. Well, she's very pretty, so she can do that.
Yeah.
But
What makes a sex toy kosher was question number one after the Times of Israel received an invitation to visit a kosher sex shop that opens its doors recently in the heart of Tel Aviv. Established by Chana Botek, daughter of America's polarizing celebrity Orthodox Rabbi Shmuley Botek, who authored books
Shmuley Botek. That's our
Botek.
Intern. Right there.
Shmuley Botek, who authored books like Kosher Sex, A Recipe for Passion and Intimacy, and Why Can't I Fall in Love, a 12-step program. The store at the 25 Montefiore Street in Tel Aviv has nothing sleazy about it. In fact, approaching the shop was initially confusing. The sign on the window said Kosher Sex in black and purple letters, but at first glance all that could be seen from the outside was clothing. The clothes help ease the way in for customers, said the 28-year-old boutique. I want to say Botich. That's how it's spelled.
Botich.
Would you going to teach me? Dressed in black sleeves and sleeveless t-shirt. Her friend, Christina Dickens, who designs and reworks vintage clothes, was also planning to open up a store, and two women decided to set up shop together and make it less daunting for customers seeking out these sex aids. She explained. Thus, the joint name for the store, Foreign Denim X Kosher Sex. They browse through the clothes and then peek at the other stuff, says. The other stuff is modestly placed on a round coffee table on one side of the shop and on shelves on a wall. To the right, closer to the window, are accessories such as blindfolds, silk handcuffs, feathers, body jewelry, candles, Oh, I hope they're none of the goop candles that we exploded last week. Nipple tassels, also perfumes and oils. There are also games of chance in which couples toss dice to get instructions about what to do next, if you know what I mean. To the left are the more hardcore accessories, though they were innocent in appearance. The light pastel colors and gentle lines make them look more like houseware than tasteful Italian designer Alessi salt cellars, bottle openers, kitchen roll holders, and sex toys. We have a range of very different products, and I make sure that everything is body safe and good for the environment, Botich said. Nothing is vulgar. Sexuality is complex. There are all things that can be used with a partner to create further intimacy. Among the items on display are a soft silicone battery-operated vibrator called the Zen, a finger vibrator that is a USB rechargeable and becomes an extension to the finger, a light pink egg-shaped device with arms that can hug a pleasure point of your choice, and a magic wand rechargeable vibrator. The Minamo is called. A light blue pulsing soft silicone gadget is designed to gently fit the contours of the female body.
Lightly pulsing, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
So what makes a toy kosher? It is the purpose of the toys. The sex aids are meant to help married couples create intimacy in a relationship. She said she's not worried about backlash or getting approval from rabbis. My dad's a rabbi, she said with a laugh. I'll take his approval. She adds that a rabbi recently walked into her store and told her what she was doing is very important, he says. Judaism has so much to offer, she said. It's not taboo. It talks about marriage and holiness and what you should have in a relationship. A man is commanded to please his wife. There's so much wisdom in Judaism, and this message should be spread.
Especially Judy. I don't know what her ism is.
No, it also sells stuff online. Opened, like I said, it's the end of June of 2019. So it's kosher.sex. Yep, the website is still up, so you can your kosher sex paraphernalia is available online.
Yeah, so available also online. Apparently, there's a zoo that offers to name roaches after patrons that are ex-lovers.
I think we had a story similar to this last year.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about this. So scorned lovers can pay $5 to have a cockroach named after their ex, and it's served to a larger zoo. Yeah, we talked about.
I got a name for one of these cockroaches.
Yeah, so we've done some of that, and then I think the last thing we've got is that the Japanese government could change cosplay forever.
This isn't really much of a news of the squared story, but it's just more the fact that people are making tons of money off of copyrighted material, and the government is stepping in because the content creators aren't getting any of this. You get these professional cosplayers making hundreds of thousands of dollars sometimes, and they're not. And the people who created these characters aren't getting squat. These popular characters. And it's interesting how if you want to dress up as Sasquatch or a Sasquatch related anime character, then who knows? That but it's interesting how this I guess what you might want to call this gig economy that we're living in, especially in the world of Etsy and all the people who are, creating their own content for money, and not even just like in the OnlyFans kind of, less seedy kind of way, but people are just dressing up as characters and they're making money doing it, and the people who created it, it's like, wow, can I get some of that? And governments are like, okay, it's really gonna, it's strange territory we're living in. With this, as far as like content and who owns copyrights and all that. It's like if I dress up as Mickey Mouse and I go to a party and they get paid like $200, to dance in a Mickey Mouse costume, do I have to give some of that to Walt?
Depends. How long were you on the Mickey Mouse costume?
Right. And was I visiting the kosher sex store in Tel Aviv in the Mickey Mouse costume? looking for silk handcuffs or what have you. Or will I be dancing around the castle in England? The castle for $59 a night with my 7 other Mickey Mouse cosplaying friends.
While we all eat pink macaroni and cheese. So there you go. Yeah. Like I said, well, I think that's going to do it for this week with the news of the Squared. If people want to hang out and do this and check that out, where can they find us?
We're on Instagram and Twitter. Oh, speaking of Twitter, we got to give us our Iron Sheik tweet of the week. Of course, we lost Cloris Leachman. Most people, I think, would know her as Frau Blucher from Young Frankenstein. And the Iron Sheik tweeted, "Frau Blucher, I love you forever. You are the legend of the earth." Which is different from his normal tweets. The Iron Score Sheik on Twitter saying, "Go fuck yourself to the moon." Stuff like that. So we're on Instagram and Twitter at SOTRT Podcast. We're on YouTube. Click the bell, subscribe, and get the content. Also, all these stories are on the Squares Roundtable Facebook page. You can read along with us. Or
by the way, FYI, Sheik is apparently all in on the GameStop thing.
Yeah, he is all in on the Redditors.
He's all up. Yeah, he's all in. And Silver and all this stuff that's going on. Oh, and he's got a shout out to Screech. Anyway, keep going. Sorry, my bad.
That's all right. You can download the show on your usual podcast hosting platforms. We post a link on Anchor on our Facebook page, but there are other lesser-known websites and podcast hosting platforms that I do not mention. Other ones include Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Casts, and Radio Public. The link is on the Anchor page. And of course, Google, Apple, Spotify, of course, those are on there as well. Of course, Ivan's not here this week. Shout out to Ivan. We hope to see you next week, man. Hope all is good with you. Yep. Java and Ivan on Twitch for spinning his records that he does so well, and because his encyclopedic knowledge of music that he likes to opine about with his fellow Facebook spinners. I think he's on the Spinning Wheel. I think it's a Facebook page. He does his
Facebook
DJing
spinners.
The Facebook spinners. No, that's not that. It's called Spinning Wheel.
Sugar fly, honey, now. I gotta go the other direction and go the porn spinner. But yeah, I get,
Yeah. And Jeff is on Steinamite Productions on Facebook and YouTube. Email us if you like with comments, questions, and insults. We'll take it. We'll take any kind of attention. We dig it.
Just take it.
That's right. SOTRTpodcast@gmail.com.
We had the big, gigantic version last week. Obviously, things kind of slowed down a little bit. Well, and hey, there's a pandemic, so what are you going to do? But yeah, we'll see how this all goes, and we'll work from there. We'll have more news. More weird stuff, and hopefully everybody has a good one. I'm not good at these endings because usually by now Ivan's cutting me off. So anyway, have a good week, and thanks again for listening to News of the Square.
To the Space Laser.
Yes.